Okay, here we are, Matthew Russell Lee, Inner City Press, here, across from the Southern District of New York Courthouse. Today, Monday, August 26th, 2024. We're covering it, and we're covering it close. We'll begin with the Trump docket and Trump-adjacent docket. As we reported on Friday, a ruling was due on Steve Bannon's motion to dismiss the We Build the Wall case against him here in state court. Motion denied. The trial will begin on December 9th, and we will be covering it. He's due to get out of jail on November 1st. He might get out first. He's in federal BOP custody in Connecticut, but we'll be all over that one. Also, it's emerged that, so the request is in to delay Trump's September 18th sentencing because there'll be a ruling on September 16th by Judge Merchan on the applicability of the immunity ruling to his case. He says, and the government doesn't dispute or doesn't oppose that he'll need some time for appellate review of that decision. And it's dawned on me the appellate review is not only the First Department, maybe the New York State Court of Appeals in Albany, but Southern District of New York. There's a potential to challenge it federally. And then the Second Circuit right around the corner. So we will definitely be on that sucker if it goes that way and it goes that fast while the election is still rolling around. In other copyright news, Isaac Hayes has sued for the use of Hold On, I'm Coming. And there will be a hearing on his request for preliminary injunction September 3rd in the Northern District of Georgia, which is Atlanta. So we're tracking that one. We cover copyright. Copyright's interesting. On Friday, there was a even lower profile copyright case here in which a videographer who filmed Michael Jordan forestalling a kind of an assault on a bodyguard. Anyway, a website, XXL, linked to the video. Then they took down the link, but they left up the thumbnail, and they're still getting sued for the thumbnail. Judge Hellerstein, to his credit, said if the thumbnail comes down, there's not going to be a big recovery. But it wasn't clear that the videographer accepts that, so we'll just have to see. Some other secrecy news here in SDNY. There's this case of the motor yacht Amadea, which the government is trying to seize from Russian oligarch or oligarchs. Now the government wants to seal its filing about where the deposition of one of the claimants is going to be. After having had an open proceeding in which they said that they can't get MLATs in a timely basis from Tunisia or Vietnam, and they don't trust the UAE. We reported that, and apparently they don't like that. They say it's hurting foreign policy. They want it all sealed. Shouldn't be sealed. It's been said in open court. Same this way. There's the case of U.S. versus Charlie Javis of Frank. It's actually sort of Chase and the U.S. versus Javis. Anyway, Chase has filed that names of its employees and some of its outside counsel that were said in open court on August 6th should now, after the fact, be sealed. We're opposed to that because it turns out that not only shouldn't you seal things that were said in open court, some people try to get it sealed and then sue based on that the transcript is now sealed even though it was said in court. So this is a bad thing all around. We're for court transparency. We're for UN transparency as well. We put in questions, no answers about UNIFIL, sexual abuse in Lebanon by the UN. Over the weekend, there's been some fighting across what they call the blue line. Basically, Hezbollah missiles fired, Israel responding with jets. Antonio Guterres, where is he now? He's in Tonga. What's he doing there? Not only is he might be flopped on a beach, but it's said that China, using the Solomon Islands, is trying to get Taiwan knocked out of the Pacific Island Forum. And Guterres, he's on board, baby. As we reported before getting ousted from the UN, Guterres has a financial link to the China Energy Fund Committee through the Gulbenkian Foundation that he didn't disclose. They threw us out for it. We continue to press, and we will not rest. Inner City Press, going into the SDNY.